Hey everyone, welcome to the meeting of the Cabinet at North East Derbyshire District Council. It's the 21st of July at 4:30. We've got a single item agenda today on the UK Shared Prosperity Fund investment plan. I'll go through the normal business. So starting with apologies, I think we've got apologies from Councillor Paul Parkin. Are there any others, Alan?
None received, Chair.
Okay, lovely. Any declarations of interest? No, okay. And then we move on to the main item, the UK Shared Prosperity Fund investment plan. So I'm going to hand over to Steve Lee as our Assistant Director, who's going to talk through the
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. As you've been aware, we have been working to develop the UK Shared Prosperity Fund investment plan over the last few weeks. Is that better? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, over the last few weeks, and we've gone out to consultation with a range of partners. Okay, is that? Yeah. And we've been putting together for the submission date of the 1st of August. So we've been consulting with agencies based on the initial discussions we've had on how this council and our partners feel that we can meet the 11 objective of building the pride in place, increasing life chances across North East Derbyshire District. And the purpose of this paper is to receive endorsement from Cabinet and also the approval of the final investment plan submission is delegated to the Director of Finance and Resources in section 151 of the. We're still working on the financial figures, so we've not got those for you today, but that's because we're trying to get a robust plan that's deliverable within quite a short time scale. In terms of the finance, over Mike. Sounds better. Okay, yeah. So in terms of managing finances, we've got just over £2.5 million to allocate, and the risk is felt to be manageable within the existing council's financial regulations. We're also looking to establish a fixed term post, which is paid for fully through the funds, to act as a programme officer. We will work with other staff from across the council to deliver. So, for example, working stream seen on the parks priorities. So the background's covered. We've got 2.5 years to allocate the funding when we receive it, and we expect to find out in October this year that we've been approved, and then we've got to start spending straight away. So although it's a 3-year programme, technically it's 2.5 years, and we are looking wherever possible to link the strategy with our existing council plan and the priorities that we've got not within that. So the consultation that we've undertaken has been quite widespread. We've had some one-to-one meetings with the 2 MPs that serve the district. We've had a focus group in this room where we had various partners around the table to feed in their views. And we had a survey that was sent to over 108 stakeholders, which included every district councillor, all parish councils, and a range of other sector representatives, such as the business sector, voluntary community sector, umbrella organisations, etc. So we feel that we've had a good breadth of reaching out and a good range of comments that have come back, which have helped us to try and shape a plan that, whilst balanced, is very focused on the visual pride that we want to engender and develop further within the district. As you can see in 2.4, we've got 11 themes which we've pulled together to try and shape that approach. And most of the priorities for some of the communities in place of the UK Shared Prosperity Fund do recognise the need for supporting local businesses, providing advice and guidance and physical regeneration to the high street. And we also recognise that we want to be at the forefront of skills development in the area, so we're looking to develop sustainable energy skills for existing trades, so people can upskill, and we've got a ready, able workforce to take advantage and be at the forefront of any climate change mitigation in the future. So the budget is in Appendix 2, which has been identified. And that will be taken into the appendices with the investment plan, which our partners at Mace Consultancy are working on at the moment. With the plan itself, as I say, because of the timescales that we've got involved, we are suggesting that the final sign-off goes to the Section 151 officer in consultation with the leader and the managing director. It is recommended that that is the process by developed as part of the UK Shared Prosperity Development approach. And we are looking at ensuring that we're linking that to the support that the stakeholders have given us previously, that it is fit for purpose for the district. So moving on to the recommendations, we've got the suggestion that we endorse the investment plan to ensure a timely submission, and then to ensure that we can keep it up to speed with the most appropriate allocations of funding that we delegated as discussed. So happy to take any questions, Chair, if there's anything in particular detail.
Okay, thanks very much, Steve. Any questions for Steve? If not, I'm very much keen to support it. I think the priorities in there reflect absolutely the council's priorities. Things like providing the public realm and improving parks and play areas and some of those tourism sort of improvements like the support for Chesterfield Canal, for example. There's a huge range in there. Certainly very visible improvements to the district as well, which I think most of our communities will see sort of first hand, which I think is really important. There'll be a million different, probably 2.5 million different ways to spend this fund, but actually I think we focused here on the really important visible things that people will notice when they're looking around the district and see first hand in the community. So I really like it. I think it's definitely in the right direction. I'll hand over to Councillor Kenyon and Councillor Powell. Any comments into the proposal?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Yes, just to say the investment plan is very strongly focused on getting money out into our parishes where it will achieve the most for the residents, and it will be a key way to support our local communities. So very much looking forward to seeing it work for them, and propose the recommendations in the report. Thank you.
Yeah, just very briefly. I mean, I think this has been done to a very tight time frame, but it's not been done in haste. We have consulted widely, so lots of people have had an opportunity to comment on it. I think the 11 themes are brilliantly covered, and I think that it will have very wide benefits right across the district. In terms of our different communities, whether they be our residents or to some extent our businesses, which are the engine of economic growth anyway. So from that point of view, I'd also like to commend the officers who've been doing this. I think, as I say, it was a tight time frame, but I think it's a job well done. Thank you.
Thanks very much. That's been proposed and seconded then. Any other comments? No? Okay, all those in favour? Okay, that's been carried. Thank you. And the last item is urgent items, of which there are none. So thanks everyone for joining us. See you next time.